Imagine a giant underwater conveyor belt. It's constantly moving, carrying warm water from the tropics towards the poles. This natural phenomenon, known as the Atlantic Meridional Overturning Circulation, or AMOC, is crucial to our climate. The Gulf Stream, a powerful current within the AMOC, acts like a giant radiator. It brings warm water from the Gulf of Mexico across the Atlantic, moderating temperatures in Western Europe. This keeps countries like the UK warmer than other regions at similar latitudes. The AMOC also regulates global weather patterns. It influences rainfall, storm tracks, and monsoon intensity. The AMOC's balance is essential for life, making its potential collapse a serious concern. Scientists have been raising the alarm about the AMOC's alarming slowdown. 44 leading climate scientists warn the AMOC is nearing a critical tipping point. Their findings paint a grim picture of the potential consequences. Human-caused climate change is the primary driver of this crisis. Fossil fuels, deforestation, and other activities release massive greenhouse gases. These gases trap heat, leading to rising sea levels, heat waves, and melting glaciers. The rapid melting of the Greenland ice sheet is particularly alarming. This releases vast amounts of fresh water into the North Atlantic, disrupting the AMOC. The potential collapse of the Gulf Stream has profound implications for the UK. As a nation that benefits significantly from the warm currents of the North Atlantic Drift, a branch of the Gulf Stream, the UK is particularly vulnerable to the impacts of AMOC disruption. The most immediate and noticeable impact would be a significant drop in temperatures. Without the moderating influence of the Gulf Stream, the UK could experience a dramatic shift towards a colder, harsher climate. Climate models suggest that the UK could see average temperatures plummet by several degrees Celsius, bringing much colder winters and shorter, cooler summers. This drastic temperature change would have far-reaching consequences for agriculture, infrastructure, and human health. Coastal regions of the UK, already facing rising sea levels, would be particularly hard hit by the combined effects of colder temperatures and increased storm surges. The economic and social costs of such drastic climate change would be immense, impacting everything from energy consumption and food production to tourism and healthcare. The consequences of AMOC failure extend far beyond the UK's shores, impacting global weather patterns and ecosystems in profound ways. The AMOC plays a crucial role in regulating Earth's climate by transporting heat from the tropics towards the poles. This heat transfer helps to moderate temperatures and stabilize weather patterns around the globe. A collapse of the AMOC would disrupt this delicate balance, leading to more extreme weather events and climate chaos worldwide. Regions already experiencing water scarcity, such as the Mediterranean and parts of Africa, could face even more severe droughts, leading to crop failures, water shortages, and social unrest. The collapse of the AMOC could also disrupt the monsoon seasons in Asia, which are vital for agriculture and the livelihoods of billions of people. The impacts on marine ecosystems would be equally devastating. The AMOC's circulation patterns are essential for transporting nutrients and oxygen throughout the ocean, supporting a vast web of marine life. Section 5. Uncertain timelines, certain risks, navigating the scientific debate. While there is a scientific consensus that the AMOC is weakening, the precise timeline for its potential collapse remains uncertain. Some scientists warn that a collapse could occur within the next few decades, while others believe it is more likely to happen over a longer timescale. This uncertainty stems from the complex interplay of factors influencing the AMOC and the limitations of current climate models. However, the lack of precise timelines should not be misinterpreted as a lack of urgency. The risks associated with AMOC collapse are simply too great to ignore, even if the exact timing is uncertain. The potential for catastrophic consequences, including rapid climate change, extreme weather events, and widespread ecosystem collapse, demands immediate action. Delaying action based on the hope that the collapse is further off in the future is a dangerous gamble with potentially irreversible consequences. Section 6. Averting disaster. The urgent need for climate action. The looming threat of AMOC collapse underscores the urgent need for immediate and decisive action to address climate change. Reducing greenhouse gas emissions is paramount to mitigating the risks. Transitioning away from fossil fuels and towards renewable energy sources such as solar, wind, and geothermal must be a global priority. Investing in energy efficiency measures and promoting sustainable transportation systems are also crucial steps. However, addressing climate change requires more than just technological solutions. It demands a fundamental shift in our economic and social systems. We must move away from unsustainable consumption patterns and embrace a more circular economy that prioritizes resource efficiency and waste reduction. Protecting and restoring natural ecosystems, such as forests and wetlands, is also essential, as these ecosystems play a vital role in regulating climate and absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Section 7. Our collective responsibility, a call to action for a sustainable future. The potential collapse of the AMOC is a stark reminder of our interconnectedness with the natural world. The consequences of climate change do not discriminate based on national borders or socioeconomic status. This is a global crisis that demands a collective response. We must move beyond the rhetoric of individual responsibility and embrace a shared commitment to creating a sustainable future for all. Governments, businesses, and individuals all have a role to play in this transition. Policymakers must implement ambitious climate policies that incentivize sustainable practices and hold polluters accountable. Businesses must prioritize sustainability throughout their operations and supply chains, investing in innovative solutions and adopting circular business models. Individuals can make a difference through their consumption choices, advocating for change and supporting organizations working to address the climate crisis. Section 8. The power of collective action, shifting the tide on climate change. The challenges posed by climate change may seem daunting, but we must not succumb to despair or apathy. History is replete with examples of collective action leading to transformative change. From the abolition of slavery to the fight for civil rights, ordinary people coming together have overcome seemingly insurmountable obstacles. The climate crisis is no different. When we raise our voices in unison, demanding action from our leaders and holding each other accountable, we can create a powerful force for change. We must harness the power of collective action to shift the tide on climate change. By working together across borders, generations, and ideologies, we can create a future where both people and the planet can thrive. Section 9. Investing in our future green solutions for a sustainable tomorrow. Addressing the climate crisis is not only an imperative but also an opportunity. Investing in green solutions and transitioning to a low-carbon economy can unlock a wave of innovation, create jobs, and improve public health. Renewable energy technologies are rapidly advancing, becoming increasingly affordable and accessible. Investing in renewable energy infrastructure can create jobs, reduce air pollution, and enhance energy security. Furthermore, promoting sustainable agriculture practices, such as regenerative farming and agroforestry, can sequester carbon in the soil, enhance biodiversity, and improve food security. Investing in green infrastructure, such as parks, green roofs, and permeable pavements, can reduce the urban heat island effect, improve air quality, and enhance the livability of our cities. Section 10. Rethinking our priorities. A paradigm shift towards sustainability. Addressing the climate crisis requires a fundamental rethinking of our priorities as a society. We must move away from the pursuit of endless economic growth at the expense of the environment and social well-being. Instead, we must embrace a paradigm of sustainable development that prioritizes the well-being of both people and the planet. This paradigm shift requires a reevaluation of our values and aspirations. It calls for a move away from consumerism and towards a more mindful approach to consumption, where we prioritize quality over quantity and value experiences over possessions. It also necessitates a greater emphasis on equity and social justice, ensuring that the benefits of a sustainable future are shared by all. Section 11. Our legacy, our choice, shaping a just and livable future. The decisions we make today will determine the kind of world we leave behind for future generations. We have a moral imperative to act now to avert the worst impacts of climate change and create a just and livable future for all. The potential collapse of the AMOC is a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of our planet's systems and the profound consequences of our actions. Let us rise to the challenge with courage, compassion, and unwavering determination. Let us work together to build a world where humanity and nature can coexist in harmony, where all people have the opportunity to thrive, and where future generations can inherit a planet that is healthy, resilient, and full of life. Our legacy, our